He done this cigarettes in a brown paper bag, passing it. We passing it. And he was like, "Where's the money?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Stop making this look like it's a drug deal." I think we're the only brown people in this park right now. Or I am, shit, and my child. Anyways, so yeah, so okay, the Nino Brown energy with the Patty Oracle, because this is what this made me think. Like, Nino Brown look just like JD Vance to me, and both of them niggas look like my husband to me. But it's something about that Patty Oracle. I keep picking up on her energy. I know these bitches be wanting me to say their name. But I wonder if this is like, I was watching like Vampire Diaries, like, oh, the girl wasn't able to come back and save her daughter or something like this. I was just wondering if this is somebody else's forever young version of their mother, or my. It's something about her hands. It's something about the hands out, and that if these parents try something, because I was picking up on that energy. I don't know, thing is messing up like that. I just had 6 motorcycles on here the whole time. My Wi-Fi was cut off. As soon as they passed, it started back up again. So I can have 1,000 kids and they that you got away and talk about, oh, I just want to know what this feels like. Did you have 1,000 chances already at it? Whatever this is, okay. Yeah, we got fantasy. So somebody is not willing to let go of the doll version. Dolls can be fake dolls or robots, and they can also be girls that just take pictures, and put them up so I can see you. When I'm on my lunch break, I can come look at your thing and see you doing something every single day. Post a pretty picture of yourself, you know, so I can look at you. Or people that like, they stay in the house, 10 to themselves, shave their legs on Saturday, do this kind of beauty rituals and shit, and sit there and just shop and make sure they look cute every day and do face skin regimens. I be wondering though, why do these women doing that? On Stepford Wives, that was why that was. Well, I think one of those guys, that girl, I think her name was Joanna. He liked to see her cook. He liked to see her sweep and take care of the house. It also made me think about, it's a video. It's like a rock song or something like this. And like this lady is like in the kitchen with like rollers in her hair. Like, I might be exaggerating a little bit. I'm just giving like this simple concept. But it's a rock song, and she's sitting in there and she's sweeping and everything. She's like, and it kind of remind me of my mom and them, like back in the 80s and stuff like that, with, cleaning up and then can't wait to sit there and watch the soap operas and shit like this, smoke their cigarettes, talk on the phone, eat snacks or whatever. Okay. Um, but this is what this lady remind me of on this rock video. And she kind of like, she's at the window washing dishes, and she like dazes, she goes off in a daze, and then she ended up living like this lifestyle where she's like a groupie or something, or something, and fancy thing or whatever. Okay. She's in a whirlwind, like it's like she's in a different world, but she's sitting there looking out the window washing dishes, right? I think that this is how the video goes. And she goes through this whirlwind, and she's like, oh my god, like the best. It reminded me like a twin flame connection or whatever. And then at the end of it, it's all stripped away, like the fuzzy dream thing goes away, and she finds herself back in the kitchen like doing the same thing. And it's like, wait. Like, where did it go? You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, that's why I seen this video before. I seen this video before I knew anything about twin flames. And so when I seen it come, something always anchored me back. When I got too lifted off that shit, something always brought me back to that video. Like, it's a fantasy. And I think I just seen the fantasy card here too. All right. And the reality could be your ass just get dumped with some kind of baby, a mystery baby. And they say, oh, it was Jesus. It's an immaculate conception. And it's like, no, thank you now. That's why on my channel, people be like, I'm too real. Don't play with me then. Because don't put me in the game. Okay. And then putting up like indigenous or whatever. And then it was a clip that came through, and Beyonce was like, something like this. She was talking on the video, and she's like, get the bag first. And now that may be a lie, okay? That may be somebody could have said that, so you could be like, no, 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 no. You see the way that these people operate or these beings operate, they should trust them, something like that. But even if, whether it was trick or not, trick, excuse me, trick daddy, whether it's a trick or not, and even people like Trick Daddy, because Trick Daddy looked like my cousin Anthony when we was little. Even when I look at these people, I be like, are you fucking serious? You gonna try to act like you gonna come around here and see me and you gonna try to act like I wasn't allegedly in this family? Or we just gonna say in the spotlight. I've seen people that look like versions of you. I've seen at least everybody in my family. I've seen their doppelganger. I was thinking like generationers got sent to the UK, from the 80s to the 90s, from the 90s to whatever. These people got sent to Ireland, around and around, and then maybe the people from like the early 2000s, they went over into the islands or whatever, and then so on and so forth. Like this is how they distribute or scatter those particular groups. Okay. This could also be because it led to them being cut off or castrated, or Rachel's children being slaughtered because of whatever bad thing that they did. I think this could have been in 82, and all the boys were castrated or something like this, or broken down, because I don't know why I feel like all the boys from the 80s, they were turned to girls, whether they you get what I'm saying. Some of these men could be their daddies, okay, vampiric energies or whatever, the daddies of these cousins, because I never met a lot of my cousins daddies. All right. There could have been more, unless they was like my uncle's kids, like, because my uncle was their daddy. But if these are people that like what do I want to say? I'm gonna say mainly dads, because moms are even if my uncles had baby mamas, I would see the baby mamas come through, try to hang out, be around family, things like this, but not so much men. You know, if not so much men. If they had babies with my aunties, I knew their mama, but we might not have seen their daddy that much, or maybe once or twice or something. The person, you'd see them pop up over there or something like this. Okay, but women be trying to be around the family still, before, after, around. When they have a baby daddy, they still be trying to pop up at the mama house and shit like that. But men don't be doing that. So they only come in, usually if this was baby daddy situations, or if they didn't, didn't live with their daddy, we just randomly seen their daddy come out, pick them up for ice cream or something, bring kids, all the rest of the kids candy, or they be like, yeah, my daddy came over today, or my daddy was over here, something like that. So I don't know. And girls are also being and some kind of level of something where they could bully, and these are the ones that was butchering the American Indian women. It wasn't Caucasian women. It wasn't all women, or the pure-blooded Indians, or the people that were. It wasn't always the mistress or the first lady of the house on the plantation. They weren't always Caucasian, okay? The one that had that power. We know that from the beginning of time, nigga. Who got the good coochie? That's who mattered. Okay, that's who voice matter. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, or who's it up at the time, or who's giving the best head at the time. That's what matters a lot of times with these people. They get caught up. They get caught up in that type of rapture here, and they're not even thinking about the business aspect. Okay, this could be also the time when the slave might even have to be like, nigga, you slipping. What you doing? You losing track of this, or this is going on, or whatever. You don't see it, and you might be looked at as like a snitch, or the teacher's pet, or the house Negro. You know what I'm saying? So Somebody could be, I think I'm just about over being your girlfriend. I'm leaving. All right. See, I know what these people doing. Okay, because I know what these people doing because sometimes my masculine energy kick in, and now since I'm at a point in my life right now where I dedicated cooking and cleaning and all this other shit for a family or whatever, I'll never see it the same way again. So what you're trying to do is trying to harden my heart to a certain extent, and then let a girl in and date a girl, a soft, nice girl, something I used to be. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know what y'all doing, sneaking that one girl up in my feed. These could be also girls that was masculines at one time, and now they're swans. They softened up, and now they've become elegant and soft spoken and very elegant and beautiful. You know, something nice to talk, look at, and hear them talk and shit like this. Um, I rarely get that, but I know what you're doing because the one girl you put up on here right a second ago, I don't know how she ended up in my feed, but she kind of reminded me of a masculine. So you trying to put? I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do because sometimes I feel like I need a bitch. I need a female to cook and shit for me and clean for me because I'm a little messy and I'm in my boy energy, back in my tomboyish kind of energy now. Like to come home and my cook shit. So you wanna, mm-hmm, yeah, or you trying to say take this other clone, or I should have took the clone, the Fred clone, or the Freeman clone that could cook and shit. A man that could cook, you know what I'm saying? Or else, you know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to play like they own me or something like this, and I can't do like that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be walking away from something because they're not gaining something. Your attention, finances, you're not getting none. You're a broke motherfucker. You a scrub. Okay, I don't want no scrub. Okay. Mm. Um. Yeah, but somebody sitting saying it ain't hitting over there, man. It just ain't hitting. This could be a real coochie lover. Okay. And they know what they looking for, or they remember something. Something magical about somebody. Something. Mm-hmm. This could even be somebody that thought they wanted to deal with a stud or something because they think that it's going to be tight and right. Okay, this masculine could also be feminine. This masculine, this hangman that's being enlightened about a situation or what somebody went through. These could be, I tell you, some of these people have girl versions of themselves. They were twins, or I'm trying to be nice because some of these people could have been forced to go through a transformation, and some of these people, like I said, they could be having like clones of them that are on the earth as girls this time. You come back, if your life is full of sin, you come back woman or man. Okay. Um, and so somebody's like, you didn't love me or something like this, but you said one time that even if your twin flame came back as a female or something like this, you would still have to see what's up. Doing something like this right now. So women that that we had as or we and there was at a party or something, and it was supposed to be like pick a hole, and it's like some nasty game at a sorority, like make America come again. It was like strange shit on the wall like this, and the boys thought they was going to go stick their pee in there and get what they get, maybe a hand job, a mouth job, a kiss on the penis. I don't know. It was some kind of nasty game at a sorority party. Okay, and and this girl, they were trying to find out if somebody had something to do with a crime at some point in time, and she could read minds of people that she lick. Okay, now maybe yours is that you touch people, and this is what y'all will offer. But I feel like they're not gonna gain nothing from this, so they might be this off on somebody else. This is somebody that want to share a baby with you. Okay, because for a second I'm like, oh, that'd be so cute. Oh, a little boy with some little boots on, or a little girl with little bows in the hair, and the dad is just geeked as the baby as I am, but I can't do it. I know that somebody else's thoughts was coming through here, is what I'm trying to tell you. I know y'all playing a lot today. Okay, you trying to get some kind of narrative around here. Okay, so mm-hmm. again, somebody might want to know if they deal with this green haired girl or this green eyed. I can't even see her eyes. This green hair person or whoever this is, this alien person. This could be somebody from outer fucking space or something. I don't know. Somebody could like to wear green hair and shit like this, green nails and stuff, green clothes. And yeah, somebody don't want to be patient. Like, I don't know. So this is somebody that these could be also it's almost like by status of how much money is made. It doesn't matter if you're the gold mine, right? You're the gold mine that they bust open, and for some reason since they've been dealing with you, stuff is abundant. Your gold mine is who they're saving the money up with, who they spending it with, who they building with. That's who matters. So it's like those girls, even though that is the stupidest business plan I ever heard of, but these girls are the ones that get to choose if they want to keep a baby in their stomach or do they want to drop it off on an old fat cow or something to carry the baby because they afraid to gain weight or something. Okay, and that don't even seem fucking right, bitch. Are you crazy? Like, this my people land. Bitch, you over here. The fuck you mean? This can even be girls that be getting eggs from other people and then sitting here playing around with people's time like this. Like, going somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yes. Somebody, we got birth in reverse and we got guilt in reverse. So somebody don't feel guilt. Oh, or does it want to stay in reverse? Okay, now somebody didn't let you birth something and now they feel guilty. Okay, it flipped over. So somebody do feel guilty because they blocked a birth from you or they blocked you from, having something or something. Um, these could be people, that have to deal with women that was on the battlefield at some point in time. And we have to talk about certain, we can't be on here soft because we was left on the plantation or we was left to guard the land. We got to sit with the shotgun and wait to somebody try to shake and baby syndrome your ass to death or something else. Okay, so somebody could have been quiet about all these other or all these other X-Men or all these other beings that they were creating here, because they thought you were someone that would just diminish all these children. But in turn, somebody could have figured out the reason why some of these men was in a slight I'm about to say Asmodeus, but I don't want to use that one. um who is it that eats the baby's hearts out or steals the baby's dreams or rips their heart out when it's beating? It's a god or whatever. I can't remember what his name is. Okay, right off the tip of my tongue, I just can't say it. um where he stunts the growth of the children or whatever like this, or kills them if he finds them. um Excuse me. Now we could be picking up on something like that. I'm getting bothered, y'all can tell, because I can't remember the name. I think it's a Greek god or something like this. We can't remember his name right now. We'll put it up later. Okay. Oh, because somebody don't want to be, because you don't want to be a lovers with this person. This could be some, these men be acting like, oh, I left that bitch or something, or they had a solid thing already getting listed. This is somebody like, oh, I'm about to start dating somebody. They saying that after they've been with this bitch and now they think they in love with her alongside your relationship. And then they be like, oh, I'm about to start fucking around again, or I'm about to start fucking around or something, or I'm about to find me a plaything or something because you acting like this. Nigga, you been either in your head, like that's why I say in the Bible, even if you was doing this in your head for 20 something years, you was cheating. And in turn, because women don't just cheat for no reason, and men just don't restrain themselves from giving certain things to women so that it to them. It just is not realistic. It can be 10 years, 20 years. Once you figure out that she's not getting what, and she done made the decision, you got to think you about to still get that shit if you want to. All right? The same treatment. So whoever these kind of men that I'm talking about, or these kind of people that work like this, they know exactly what they're doing. Okay? All right, so this is a business for them, and now we do something about it. But in the past, think about this: we might not speak on shit in a certain way to get people to see it in a different light. I'm hoping that's something new for this, because if America don't get something straight, or Americans, there's not going to be any more America like you thought you knew it, left. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Somebody don't want to go down for something. This Queen of Cups energy. Somebody's in reverse, but they don't want to be at all. They don't want to be. Or somebody's like, oh, I got rid of that one person, that intern. She was just messing, but somebody didn't. Or they put the person in HR now. So they put them in a step above you so that you can't reach up and grab their ass down and fire them. So somebody could have said, oh, she onto it. Get the bitch out the mail room.